Greetings, fellow explorers of the virtual realm. Today, we embark on an enthralling expedition through the annals of gaming history. I am your guide, Shibuya, and together, we'll traverse the fascinating evolution of video games, a captivating odyssey from humble pixels to awe-inspiring virtual realities. Segment 1: The Birth of a Pixelated World. Our journey commences in the vibrant 1970s, an era marked by the birth of the arcade phenomenon. Picture this, dimly lit arcades adorned with row after row of beeping flashing cabinets. It was here, against this backdrop of neon lights and eager players, that gaming pioneers introduced the world to a new kind of magic. Pong, the first commercially successful arcade video game, and Space Invaders, a sensation that caused coin shortages in Japan, were the torchbearers of this digital revolution. These simple yet mesmerizing games captivated hearts worldwide, serving as the cornerstone of modern gaming. With their rudimentary pixel art and innovative gameplay mechanics, these titles laid the foundation for a digital revolution that would forever change entertainment. History within Segment 1: The Birth of a Pixelated World. The late 1960s and early 1970s were a time of experimentation and innovation in the realm of electronic entertainment. As engineers and computer scientists tinkered with emerging technologies, the concept of interactive digital games began to take shape. In 1966, Ralph Baer, often referred to as the father of video games, developed the Brown Box, a prototype that could be considered the precursor to home gaming consoles. This innovation paved the way for the subsequent explosion of arcade gaming. The launch of Pong in 1972 by Atari marked a pivotal moment in gaming history. Developed by Nolan Bushnell and his team, Pong simulated the classic game of table tennis and became an overnight sensation. Its simplistic yet addictive gameplay resonated with players and ignited a wave of interest in interactive electronic entertainment. Shortly thereafter, Tito's Space Invaders captured the imagination of players, prompting them to line up in arcades and spend countless hours mastering the art of defending Earth from extraterrestrial invaders. These games not only entertained but also laid the groundwork for the video game industry's meteoric rise. Segment 2: Rise of the Consoles. As we journey onward to the dazzling 1980s, we witness a monumental shift with the introduction of home gaming consoles. The Nintendo Entertainment System (NES) emerges as a revolutionary force, rekindling the joy of gaming in our living rooms. The NES was more than just a console, it was a gateway to imaginative worlds and unforgettable adventures. Simultaneously, the Sega Genesis arrives on the scene, sparking an iconic rivalry that would define a generation. These consoles, with their innovative hardware and unforgettable game libraries, democratized gaming and transformed it into a shared family experience. The introduction of characters like Mario and Sonic injected personality and narrative depth into the gaming universe, establishing a foundation for the creative possibilities to come. History within Segment 2: Rise of the Consoles. The video game industry underwent a seismic shift in the 1980s with the introduction of home gaming consoles. Prior to this, video games were primarily confined to arcades and shared public spaces. The launch of the Nintendo Entertainment System (NES) in 1985 marked a turning point, as it brought the magic of arcades directly into people's homes. The NES featured iconic games like Super Mario Bros. And The Legend of Zelda, captivating players with their engaging gameplay and imaginative worlds. Sega, a major player in the arcade scene, ventured into the console market with the Sega Genesis in 1988. This marked the beginning of a legendary rivalry between Nintendo and Sega, known as the Console Wars. The competition between these two giants pushed innovation forward, resulting in groundbreaking titles, improved graphics, and the birth of beloved franchises. Sonic the Hedgehog, Sega's charismatic mascot, became a cultural icon, embodying the spirit of the Genesis and captivating players worldwide. Segment 3: The 3D Revolution. The 1990s ushered in a seismic transformation as gaming ascended into the third dimension. Sony's PlayStation, a revolutionary console with CD-based technology, forever changed the gaming landscape. This sleek gray box wasn't just a gaming console, it was a portal to new realms of imagination. Titles like Tomb Raider and Super Mario 64 redefined player expectations, immersing gamers in expansive 3D worlds where every corner held the promise of discovery. The shift to 3D graphics not only provided visual marvels but also paved the way for sophisticated gameplay mechanics and narrative intricacies. Gaming ceased to be solely about high scores and became an art form that could evoke emotions, tell compelling stories, and explore human experiences in ways previously unimaginable. History within Segment 3, the 3D Revolution. The transition to 3D gaming in the 1990s was a revolutionary leap forward, unlocking new dimensions of creativity and immersion. Sony's PlayStation, released in 1994, capitalized on CD-based technology, allowing developers to harness greater storage capacity and more complex visuals. This innovation led to the creation of expansive and visually stunning worlds that players could explore like never before. Nintendo, true to its pioneering spirit, introduced Super Mario 64 in 1996, a groundbreaking title that remains an icon of the era. Shigeru Miyamoto's masterful design not only showcased the capabilities of 3D graphics but also introduced innovative gameplay mechanics. The concept of free-roaming exploration and dynamic camera angles set a new standard for game design, influencing countless titles that followed. Segment 4, Gaming Goes Mainstream. The turn of the millennium marked the moment gaming transcended niche status, infiltrating mainstream culture with an impact that would reverberate across generations. The 2000s introduced groundbreaking titles like Halo and Grand Theft Auto 3. These games revolutionized storytelling within the medium, combining rich narratives with dynamic gameplay to create immersive experiences that felt like interactive movies. Additionally, online gaming soared to new heights, creating virtual spaces where players across the globe could connect, compete, and collaborate. This era's significance lies not only in technological advancements but also in gaming's newfound ability to foster communities, elevate competition to a global stage, and challenge societal norms through interactive narratives that held a mirror to our own world. History within Segment 4, Gaming Goes Mainstream. The dawn of the new millennium brought with it a cultural phenomenon that would forever alter the perception of video games. Games like Halo, Combat Evolved, released in 2001, redefined the first-person shooter genre and showcased the potential for deeply immersive narratives in gaming. Its epic sci-fi story and innovative multiplayer mode captivated players, making it a defining title for the Xbox console. Grand Theft Auto 3, released in 2001, represented a paradigm shift in open-world gaming. Its sprawling urban landscape and sandbox gameplay allowed players unprecedented freedom to explore and engage with the game's environment. The controversial yet enthralling narrative pushed the boundaries of storytelling in gaming, blurring the lines between virtual and real-world experiences. Segment 5, The Art of Immersion. Our journey into the modern era reveals a technological renaissance that thrusts players into unparalleled immersion. Augmented reality, AR, and virtual reality, VR, redefine how we interact with digital environments, pushing the boundaries of what we thought was possible. Augmented reality enriches our reality with digital overlays, enhancing everyday experiences with information and interactive elements. On the other hand, virtual reality submerges players into entirely new worlds, suspending disbelief and inviting exploration of uncharted territories. Through a combination of advanced hardware and creative design, players can engage with digital spaces in ways previously deemed impossible. These technologies blur the lines between reality and imagination, offering a tantalizing glimpse into the future of interactive entertainment and inspiring a sense of wonder that transcends the confines of screens and consoles. History within Segment 5, The Art of Immersion. The 21st century ushered in a wave of technological innovation that transformed gaming into an immersive and sensory-rich experience. Augmented reality, popularized by applications like Pokémon Go, merged the digital and physical realms, allowing players to interact with virtual objects in real-world settings. This groundbreaking technology not only captivated players but also opened new avenues for location-based gameplay and social interaction. Virtual reality, with its roots dating back to the 1960s, finally found its moment in the spotlight with the release of consumer-friendly headsets like the Oculus Rift. This technology provided players with a true sense of presence in digital environments, giving rise to unforgettable experiences. Games like Beat Saber and Half-Life: Alyx showcased the potential of VR, offering players a visceral and immersive connection to virtual worlds. Segment 6: Gaming's Cultural Impact. Beyond the realm of technology, gaming's cultural impact is profound and multifaceted, shaping the way we perceive art, storytelling, and even the world around us. The rise of indie games introduced a new era of artistic expression within the medium. Titles like Braid and Limbo challenged conventional game design, proving that games could be thought-provoking and emotionally resonant, much like works of literature or film. Blockbuster titles continued to push boundaries, addressing profound societal issues and sparking discussions within wider cultural conversations. Gaming also became a conduit for charitable endeavors, with players and content creators using their platforms to raise funds for various causes and making a tangible difference in the world. Furthermore, gaming's influence permeated fashion, music, and even academia, firmly establishing it as a cornerstone of contemporary culture that continuously shapes and reshapes the creative landscape. History within Segment 6: Gaming's Cultural Impact. The cultural impact of gaming spans far beyond entertainment, leaving an indelible mark on various facets of contemporary society. The rise of indie games in the 2000s and 2010s marked a departure from traditional blockbuster titles, opening the door to innovative storytelling and experimental game design. Games like Braid, developed by Jonathan Blow, challenged linear narratives and introduced puzzle-solving mechanics that intertwined with the game's themes. Limbo, released in 2010 by Playdead, further exemplified the potential of indie games. Its monochromatic visuals and atmospheric design created an eerie and captivating ambience, drawing players into a haunting world that left a lasting emotional impact. These indie titles demonstrated that games could be platforms for artistic expression, inviting players to engage with complex themes and narratives. Conclusion: as our odyssey draws to a close, take a moment to contemplate the astounding progression of video games, a journey that spans decades, defies limitations, and brings us together in a shared digital tapestry. Whether you hold a controller, a keyboard, or a VR headset, you are part of a legacy that continues to shape not just entertainment, but culture itself. I extend my heartfelt gratitude for joining me on this expedition. If you found our exploration of gaming's evolution as enthralling as I did, remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. By doing so, you'll ensure you're always on the forefront of our ongoing adventures. Until next time, keep gaming, keep dreaming, and keep pushing the boundaries of the digital universe.